being chased.
Oh, true.
And Wizard... And poor Wizard was trying his best to protect me.
My brain was just broken.
I just got... No. Why did he get the shotgun? Where's the shotgun spawn on this map?
So
downstairs.
I can't decide if I currently want to do Terraria or...
Oh, there's the... I found the shotgun spawn.
Or SWTOR.
Tied the leader.
It's in the middle area.
I would say Terraria.
It's on the top, that third floor of the middle area.
Yeah, you got me.
I've been having a lot of fun with SWTOR. It's pretty good.
Honestly, Sky, if you want to try and do it tonight, I don't know if Wizard wants to get in on it, but...
well, that's the thing is I don't think tonight. I was thinking if you're talking maybe next week, yes, I'd probably be into.
Yeah, I mean, we can try next week. Keep in mind I have school next week, but we can try, give it a try.
Alright.
Also, I'm going to be free every Saturday and Sunday. Because I don't have work and I don't have school.
Why did it have to be Saturday and Sunday? Those are the days where I'm only going to be, like, available for, like, a very specific amount of time.
Well, I have school Monday through Friday.
Like, unless I specifically have a Saturday or Sunday off, I will pretty much only be available from when I get off of work until about the evening. Because since the weekends are usually whenever I go out and chill with my friends, I would not be on it.
I understand.
So that's why I'm just like, damn it. Why couldn't it be like one of the other days?
Right, now I feel that, man.
5 minutes remaining.
Otherwise, if I have a Saturday or Sunday off, then I'll be available from whenever I wake up until I leave for the evening. I actually have this Sunday off, so...
Nice.
Thursday and Sunday off, so I will probably be on kind of early-ish.
Oh, it's the guy with the shotgun! The bane of the VIP is the shotgun.
I'd imagine.
Because it's literally a two-shot weapon.
Right.
A wizard. I told you about the fucking Clue/Trouble in Terrorist Town game mode that Cold War got, right?
Is it like an official game, or is it just...
It is an actual official mode for Cold War. They basically added in Trouble in Terrorist Town /Clue.
Nice.
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it yet because
oh my god,
I'm not sure how bad public lobbies are going to be. So I'm like, I don't know about that.
You're kind of hesitant on giving it a try. I understand that.
I'm kind of hesitant on giving it a try because I remember that the times that I was playing Clue, it was either with clanmates or friends.
Double kill.
That was it. I played Clue exclusively with people that I knew, or with people that I could trust relatively. I mean, I can't really say that I trust everyone. I trust everyone in COG, but you know.
I miss those COG days.
They're clanmates, so it's not like they had a reason to be absolute douche canoes.
Right. Unless being douche canoes was part of the fun, in which case it wouldn't actually be a douche canoe. It was.
I remember one of the few times that I did Clue with God, I felt the pressure that day because I was just a lowly, tiny little lieutenant at the time that this fucking happened. But I remember one time when Grinch, our fucking general for Greed, he got called in by one of the gold suits, and he asked me if I wanted to join him since I was one of the few people who was still playing. Like, I was still online at the time.
Right.
So I was just like, alright, sure. Joined him, and they're all playing Clue, and lo and fucking behold, there's all three of the black suits in that session too.
Oh, Jesus.
So I was like, oh, I'm a little boy in a I'm a little fish in the big
Yeah, P.S. weak!
What the fuck is the lowly grunt doing here?
God, yeah! Okay, Wizard, would you like me to
I dealt 170 damage to him.
Hey, Wizard, would you like me to translate what just happened, what Sky Shredder just commented about? Like,
I'm currently focusing, so not right now.
well, I can use a very easy, small analogy. Basically,
Bitch!
he's an assistant manager. The black suits are the CEOs.
I basically am the assistant manager. Actually, no, I'm not even the assistant manager. I'm the fucking shift lead. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, Wizard. Sky Shredder was the equivalent of a shift lead in a boardroom with the CEOs.
Again, I'm not stupid. I can understand some terminology.
I am
Okay, good.
the absolute lowest of
Egan,
low
look at the
grunts.
score. We were so fucking close.
The only way that I could have been lower, the only way that I could have been lower is if I was one of the new
if you were a white
recruit range.
I was saying if you were like a private.
Not really private, maybe like sergeant or master sergeant.
Alright.
That would have been like, I'm basically grunt level. What the fuck is the lifter doing here?
A what?
Lifter.
We haven't even gotten that one map yet.
I'm the menial labor performer.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
I'm the one who goes to die in fucking droves.
You're the hourly.
I'm basically only a little bit. At the time, I was basically only a little bit higher than that because the lieutenant only holds process over the fucking white suits. So I only had noobs essentially, like new clan members under my wing. So I was basically the shift leader. So anytime that fucking
5, 4, 3,
anytime that this kind of fucking
1.
shit happened, I was just like, what am I doing here? Like, why? Why did I didn't think that's what he meant. I thought it was just gonna be a I thought it was just gonna be a gold suit meeting in all honesty.
No,
a gold suit with some of the red suits from some of the other places, maybe a few of the blue suits. But nope. The funny thing was, it was a bunch of gold suits, a bunch of red suits, some blue suits, the 3 black suits, and then me. I was the only one I was the absolute lowest rank out of all of the people inside of that fucking lobby. And I was just sitting there like, oh, I'm out of my element.
Right.
And the problem was it was making my fucking playstyle suffer because I didn't want to play in a really mean way, so I was like, it made me perform really under. Like, you know the way I play, I fucking decimate. I actually dialed it back really heavily because I was like, I don't want to get any of them angry at me, so I'm just gonna play.
I will say this though, any higher up who gets mad because they're getting beaten is not a very good higher up. I will say that.
Not that. It's more just the case of I was like,
don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
I was like, I don't know how to. You've seen the way I fucking play Clue. I am basically Starscream.
And it was fun too, but like I said, I will say this: it is very cheesy, or not cheesy. Cheap.
It's a VIP. He has 7 health.
It's very cheesy. What?
It's very cheap to sit here and get mad over someone like beating you, even if. I mean, at that point, you should be trying to like nurture.
Yes, 78 health. Yes.
I don't know, maybe it was my brain overreacting, because I was just working in overtime in that entire match. Like, I was just like, don't play like a douche. You're literally the only low rank here. So
like,
you're
the only scrub here. Don't be a douche canoe.
So they're obviously watching you, right? You're literally the only. I think this is at the time when.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
I think this is the time when lieutenants
I'm chasing him.
I think this is still the time when lieutenants were orange. Captains were green.
Did you get him? Oh.
Yes, I got him.
Nice.
I am the VIP hunter. Where's the shotgun? I need the shotgun.
I actually don't know if you remember this, but do you remember the time whenever they swapped lieutenant and captain colors? Like how lieutenants used to be orange, captains used to be green, and then they swapped that. Yeah, no, fucking...
Yeah, I did.
Double kill.
Orange suit, and I was just sitting there like, man, they
VIP
probably
has 34.
They probably see exactly that I am like lowest
to the rocket
in
launcher.
my little fucking.
He was at
lieutenant,
he was at 100. No, was that the VIP? I don't know.
I think I was a lieutenant 2 or 3 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like halfway through.
I
my
dropped in the
lieutenant
50.
track. I remember I was like one of the ones they
I
fast
got a rocket launcher.
Then again,
Not the VIP, but the
Blood rocket
round.
launcher. Ow.
it wasn't very hard to fast tracking Breed because Breed was like the smallest division.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have easily made captain, but eventually I just kind of stopped. I remember I was head lieutenant for a while. And the thing that sucked though was that even when I wasn't trying to do stuff to get my rank up, because there was like two things you could do to up your rank in there.
Oh, by
One
the
was
way, I have
recruiting
Baja
members,
Blast.
and then, oh, nice.
Mhm.
So in COG, there were 2 ways that would essentially like add up to you getting a rank up, and those were recruiting members and hosting game.
Yep.
And most of the time, the people who really wanted to have the fucking hosts and the recruits, so that way they could actually rank up, because once I got to the point where I didn't really feel like ranking up anymore, there was like a bunch of people who started getting kind of lazy on it, so I would end up picking up most of the gangs. Either that or I'd end up co-hosting for a lot of people. I don't know why it was. It's just for
Get the
whatever
VIP.
reason.
Yes.
For whatever
57
reason,
health.
people either A, liked me hosting, or B, they liked me fucking co-hosting, because most of the time I just ended up being like the one to set shit up. So I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm doing like the level of work you would expect from like a captain or possibly even like a fucking blue suit. But I'm just a little fucking orange suit over here. A little lieutenant doing all this work. Then again, that sounds like the chain of command. Put it on the guy lower than you.
You can look at our score.
6-2. Yeah, I know.
I miss the COG days.
Dude, same.
It is unfortunate. I don't really want to find another clan though, because I doubt that I would.
kind of do. I kind of at least try, you know?
Oh no, I don't think I would end up finding a clan that I connect that much with. It took quite a bit for me
Okay,
to
rocket
actually
launcher does
get
150 damage.
anywhere inside that clan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Because
No, not at all.
I really loved being in that clan. I really
It was
liked-
more like it's very hard. It's gonna be very hard to find the same energy you had. Not to mention like the level of nostalgia and just to have to put that. You're gonna be like, well, it would kind of you would always be comparing it to COG. So if it didn't live up, you would just be like, what the hell is the point?
This is kind of boring. Like for example, I loved that COG had practice every day of the week,
Right.
all 7 days. They had practice for all 7 days. Well, actually, no, it was 6 days. The 7th was optional.
You only had to be there for like what, 2 practices out of the week?
You only had to be there for 2 practices out of the week,
One
and
Not-
each different day of the week were different game modes.
Not to mention, if real life popped up, like say I couldn't go because of school, and I can only play Saturdays or something like that. You know,
Just
all I
right
have
up
to,
and- right up
I would
your
have to be like,
exemption.
hey, listen, I have school. I can't just sit here and not go to school. I have work. They'd be like, okay, they would probably work around that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
for
they're
example, I would either do mine before I go to work, like I would get the earliest possible
VIP has
practice,
20 health.
or
Come
I
on, hit
would
him.
do it on a day off.
No.
well, at least we're still in the lead. But yeah, it's just like they were
Not
there
by
were
much.
ways
Steven.
around
We have
it.
one above them, and now
Oh
I'm
my
the
God.
VIP and being chased.
I'm like,
Yeah, it was
God.
a fun time.
and now my game's lagging like horribly.
And now we're tied because nobody's fucking protecting me.
I
my
remember
game froze.
Game
I don't
over.
remember all of. I remember that Saturdays were okay, Saturday and Sunday were both fun days, but Saturday was the only one that would be listed as
Okay, which let me practice that real quick.
like, you know how they have listed attendance and stuff like that?
Right. Sunday was just more of a, hey, you want to get together and have fun?
Yes, pretty much. It is
Okay,
not a.
so...
It was not a listed. It was not a mandatory attendance day like Saturday, and like Monday through Saturday were mandatory attendance. You had to make at least 2 practices. Usually, it would just be whatever days I had off, but sometimes I would just do, like if I went to work a little bit later in the day, I would just take the earliest possible practice if I felt like doing a specific day. I think
well,
the early practice
wizard, I got an SMG and a carbine skin.
Right?
So what?
Nice.
The earliest practices were like 5 or 6, weren't they?
I don't remember.
Because I don't remember all the
possibly?
practice. I remember that there were there's 3 times, weren't there?
I think, yeah. Hey, wizard, I'm gonna restart my game real quick.
I remember one day whenever I wasn't even trying. Oh god.
What?
I remember that there was one time whenever it wasn't even my day to host, nor did I specifically state that I wanted to host, but I ended up hosting all 3 days, or all 3 times on that day, because the people who were going to backed out. So I was like, fine, I guess. Let me just babysit the little rugrats real quick.
Right.
The only reason why I say that is because a lot of the people in Greed were basically just friends as of that point. They're like a full-on family, and it just makes me disappointed that, unfortunately, one of them had it out for me. Wouldn't have had a botched relationship if it wasn't for a certain someone.
Right.
I'll be back.
Alright, bud.
And he was like one of the ones that I cared about the most.
Yeah,
Because he was one of the ones. He's one of the ones that I talked to the most. I actually still have a lot of the people from Greed still friended on Xbox. I don't talk to a lot of them, but we're still friended. I still remember a couple of the people that I had friended from your squad.
Huh.
Not many, just a couple. Still, though, those were the days. Unfortunately,
I just need VIP and Abyss, and I'll get the next drop. Yay.
We'll see.
Yeah, I miss
many
those
years?
days, dude. I'm
How
still
many
tempted
years
to
ago
add
was that
13
now?
back just to mess with someone. Just to mess with them.
Halo 4 came out in 2013, didn't it? I don't think I
it was
ended
the
up
year
picking
Greg.
up until...
No.
I don't think I ended up picking up
2012 was like the year I graduated high school, I think, something like that.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Okay, so how do I do the Helix race?
Halo 4
go to training, and there's a race.
Okay. I didn't end up picking up Halo 4 until 2013.
I'm gonna practice some while you're doing that.
I didn't end up picking up Halo 4 until 2013. That was around the time when I got my job over at Walmart. Because at the time of doing COG, I was working at Walmart. So
I remember that actually.
Let's see, 2013. So that was 8 years ago for COG. God, 8 fucking years ago.
Yep.
That was almost an entire fucking decade. It makes me feel like an old person. That means that whenever
that's how long me and you have friends.
That does mean that's about how long. So let's see. That means that 8 years ago. And this is 2021, so I'm not 25 yet, but I'm counting myself as 25. So let's see. That would mean that I was 17 whenever this all happened. Yeah, that actually lines up because I got my job at Walmart because I had the time to, because I went back to being homeschooled. I went to high school for 2 years and then went back to being homeschooled again. So that was fun. I remember that. It was, yeah, so 17, and that's whenever I joined my first clan. In all honesty, I don't know if it was just a decent level of maturity that I was showing, why people wanted me to keep doing it, or maybe it was just competence. I don't know which of the two it was. Either way, I apparently did a good job at something.
Right.
Since I was one of the few who actually kept greed running for the longest time ever. I remember the person who literally ended up fucking recruiting me didn't even really talk. Like, your recruiter, did your recruiter actually sit there and manage to talk to you? Because the one who recruited me, literally, I only ever ended up being in a couple of games with him.
I was
and
with.
That's about it.
I played with Gamer Babe on and off, but not really much.
Oh,
her and War Dog. Yeah, I played with them on and off a little bit, but it was all in just practices. And War Dog did most of the talking. Then
War Dog was the one who got me, though he gave the credit to Gamer Babe. Because I remember they were fiancés at the time. So
I would say
War Dog.
They were married when I was. When I got
oh, were they straight? Oh, they were straight up married.
I believe they were.
Yeah, no. War Dog recruited me, and then he gave the credit to Gamer Babe.
Yep, that's what happened to me.
But the whole thing that kind of
beat your score.
The situation though was that I didn't even really get to meet and interact with my recruiter because I ended up getting put in the new division.
Yep. Alright, Wizard, you ready?
Like, whenever I looked, I saw that the whole rule was you put your... whenever you had to put your whole thing in the bio.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, why is my thing in the bio different? And then I was like, oh, why am I being put in a separate division from him?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even get to interact with him, so... In all honesty, whenever people started telling me stories about...
Hang on,
stories
my game
about what happened with...
Okay, anytime I go over...
there we go. I was like, hold on a minute, what?
No, dude. I still can't get over them getting blacklisted.
Yeah, no, I did not know for the longest time ever, and I was like, wait, really? I wouldn't know. This guy never really talked to me, like, whatsoever.
Yeah, no, dude, freaking, they got blacklisted. They got blacklisted after I left, though.
No, I know. I remember the story, it's just I'm saying, like, at the time of hearing it, it was super delayed getting to me. And I was like, man, that's the dude who recruited me, and I wasn't even told anything about it until here recently. Shows exactly how much he actually cared about getting people into the fucking
Abyss
thing.
Abyss. Vegan Abyss.
He probably more just cared about trying to get status rather than.
I think
for me,
dude,
it was.
I'm pretty sure War Dog was all about just trying to get recruits and rank up and shit.
He very much did not care about getting the actual numbers up because I wanted the numbers up. I actually wanted to see more people in Greed, so I worked relatively proactively. And then, fuck it.
3, 2,
the stuff.
1. VIP.
Give me that. Mine.
Damn it, Wizard!
I don't know.
I'm gonna let you die.
I'm actually good with the SMG.
I'm gonna let you die.
I think that we were
behind you. I'm good with the SMG. Oh my god.
Lost the
I think
lead.
I might have only been in
Yes,
COG
I was going for the bat, Vegan.
Give or take a year.
I hope you die, Wizard.
Oh, now I've got the... Now I'm the VIP, so you might not want to let me die.
I don't care if we lose.
Lets you die just to spite you.
Say what?
Lets you die just to spite you.
Well, I mean, he took my SMG. I don't care if he does.
You didn't call it.
I literally said SMG, then you're like, nope, mine. I'm gonna
look, Wizard, if you don't want to die, just drop the SMG.
That's the issue, is you can't drop it.
Well, I'm saying go pick up another weapon.
Oh no, go back to your shitty little assault rifle, pick it up, give me the SMG, little cunt.
But yeah, fucking, I think I was only in COG for roughly a year. Then again, Greed was only up for roughly a year, and then they expanded it.
Alright. Please tell me you know that I'm just messing with you.
Yes.
Okay. If I'm too
It's
nice
like-
to you guys, I think my soul dies.
As
the
you
fucking second
you
time.
let me die twice.
Okay, that's because I'm
I'm
not paying
just
attention.
joking.
I'm not paying
I was
attention.
joking.
He's already
As
picked
I
up the
died twice.
He's
So-
already picked up the SMG by that point.
No, I haven't. I really haven't.
He died for absolutely fucking nothing. He didn't even get it.
Well, no, because it's not
Either way, I killed the
spawning.
VIP.
It's literally just,
Yeah,
it's not
because
that I
I
haven't
grabbed
tried
it
to
the
get it.
second time.
Wizards.
What the fuck else? Oh boy. But yeah.
So, Sky, do you remember back on 360 or back on Xbox when we would hang out all the damn time?
We would, because I remember that a lot of the time we would end up,
This is how
We
I
would
felt
end up-
when. This is how I felt
We
when
would
you,
end
when you
up
weren't
hanging out.
on, and it was just me by myself.
yeah, no, fucking... I remember a lot of the time, especially on my days off, that I would literally stay up later, just so that way we could all play together. I remember the game mode that we played, that all of us played the most after practice hours, was 8.
8 and freaking Indiana. No, we didn't play Indiana Jones that much.
So, okay, you were not there for that story.
Oh, no.
God, that was a story and a half. We were doing, because
Hang on, can I
whenever
interrupt you real quick?
5
Do
minutes
I'm
remaining.
livid right now.
What happened?
I walked over the SMG and I noticed it. I backed up 2 inches to grab it, and by the time I walked over it, backed up, and it despawned.
Oof.
That does 100% damage, I think.
SMG, mine.
Alright,
Got
so,
Double kill.
shit. Okay, so, that was absolutely fun. As far as it goes for, fucking
Wizard.
Indiana Jones,
Oh god.
that was a time and a half. I had members from both
Wizard, he's low.
Greed-
Good job.
I have members from both Greed and Hubris in that fucking server, and I was I was running it like it was a practice. But here's the thing: was I picked up the map and the game mode, because remember how you had to have both the map and the game mode for it to work.
Right.
I had both the map and the game mode because somebody ran it as a real quick one for everyone to play in a fun session on Saturday. I had the next day off. I made everyone
Pays no attention to who the VIP is.
I
and
made
lets them die again.
everyone stay up until fucking 3 a.m. to
No.
complete that Indiana Jones map.
No. We stayed up even later one day, dude. Back when I was in COG. Me, 13, you, the Blah, whoever else. We were up till like 6 a.m. playing that shit. By the way, Wizard, I need help.
Because I remember that I said,
I'm dead.
no one is... I literally told everyone, and the funny thing is there was a couple of people who were higher ranked than me, and I was basically just flexing on them at this point. I was like, no one leaves until we get this done. Until somebody can beat this, no one leaves.
You call for me to help, and you pay no attention to who the VIP is yourself.
No, I
Like,
really
I
don't.
literally just went...
Okay,
I
I'm
literally-
sorry.
By the
I'm
way,
like-
look at the score.
I know, 4 to
Game
9.
over.
It would have been better if it was
You
6 to 9.
guys- I was like,
No,
you guys
Wizard,
are
I'm more
going
so
nowhere.
paying attention. I'm paying attention, I'm also paying attention to this moron. We're just reveling in the... It's like 2 guys at a bar, like, talking about the good old days.
Talking about the fucking good old days. Yeah, no, fucking... That was
Hang on,
like
Sky,
a
give me 1
time and a
sec.
half.